So we're going to do some mobility work for the middle of your spine now, your thoracic spine. Really important if you've been sitting for a long period of time in front of a desk or a computer. Maybe you're working from home in an uncomfortable position. Great if you feel that you have pain between your shoulder blades, if you feel particularly stiff, uncomfortable. So we're going to start with some simple movements. I do prefer to do this seated. In a chair is fine, on the floor, wherever you're comfortable. This is because your hips need to stay level. The movement is coming from the middle of the back, not from the lower back. So this keeps us quite nice and grounded. So interlink the fingers behind the head. Keep the elbows braced out. This helps engage the muscles. And all we're going to do is work through with the breathing with this. It's very important not to hold your breath for stretches and mobility work. So we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, we're going to get you just to rotate round, not to your maximum, just to where you start feeling some movement. And breath back in. And then you're going to go around to the other side. And we're going to do this maybe for 20 to 30 repetitions. Hopefully with each breath out, you start to feel a little bit more movement. Now what many of us will find is that one side feels easier than the other. So what you might want to do is spend just a little bit longer at that end hold, just to really make sure you've got that mobility. And what you should start to find is that it becomes a little more challenging in terms of feeling maybe some more tightness there, because hopefully your movement's improving. But it should also feel a bit easier because your body's starting to get used to this movement pattern. A nice thing that I do like to do when I'm doing exercises like this is just think, what can I see in line with my elbow at the moment? I'm not going to be moving my head at all, but just letting your eyes think, okay, how far over my shoulder can I see? And then when you come back in a couple more days and do the same movement again, and you repeat that for several weeks, how much of an improvement do you start to see? So again, maybe 20 to 30 repetitions. If that feels really good, you can do it for a little longer, but start easy. So we're going to do some side bending now. So same again, I like to keep the hips planted, fingers interlinked behind the head. Again, supporting the neck, making sure none of the movement comes from there. Again, working with the breath, so breath in. And we're going to side bend. And again, you should start to feel maybe the movement improves. You want to keep the chest up. Don't want to round in at all. And you're just really trying to get that spine to make a nice C shape. And we're going to do maybe 20 to 30 repetitions. So we're going to do some extension work, again for the middle of the spine, but it is quite a nice mobility for the whole spine. So if you don't have a foam roller, you can just simply use a rolled up towel, big beach towel. So quite simply, you can start on a softer surface if you find that easier. We're going to come into this position. Knees always need to be bent with this. Now, what you want to do is feel where your last sort of the proper rib we don't want to go into the lower back with this. So have a feel where that is, and then you want to roughly position the foam roller so that it hits that angle. So quite simply from this position, play around with it a little if you need to. Again, interlink the fingers, protect the neck. This stops you from hinging from the neck because we don't want to see any of that. And all you're going to do is just, as you breathe out, extend over the foam roller. So and I like to do maybe 2 repetitions in this position. And then you're just going to gently roll to almost feel like you're going on to the next vertebrae. So it's only about an inch movement. And again, breath in. And again, roll down just a little. Breath in. And again, just move down a little. Now your shoulder blades do start to get in the way a little with this, so it depends really if you find it uncomfortable or not. You may want to, when you get to here, actually bring the elbows closer together. That still allows you to extend over nicely. Just make sure that you're not hinging too much, you're still protecting the neck. Or you can try and keep the elbows wide and extend over, whichever feels best for you. And you can keep coming all the way. Now, if that didn't feel like it was quite enough, you can then just start to work your way back down again. Just making sure that you really do control the movement. If you need to have a break, please do. Try not to stay in this extended position for too long. You can just repeat it again a little later in the day if it didn't feel like it targeted you quite enough. So now we're going to come into some cat-cow exercises. Again, very good for the whole spine, but I am going to try and focus more on this middle spine area. So, very important with the setup with this, you want to have relaxed toes, knees stacked under hips, hands spread really wide as you can get. Really engage and push through your fingertips, palm of the hand. Try and have your shoulders stacked over the top of the wrists. And start in a nice neutral position. So what we're going to do first of all is, as we drop the chin down, the pelvis is going to follow, tucking under, and you're really going to try and arch through that and hold for a few moments, and then again letting your neck lead to drop through the shoulder blades and look up. And again, hold for just a few seconds. And then again, in as much time as you can, slowly go through and really round and push up. Again, working with the breath, allowing as you breathe out to take that stretch even deeper. And again, really try and arch through. Don't look all the way up to the ceiling, find a focus point in the wall ahead of you and drop back down. So you can either do this for 30 seconds or maybe 30 repetitions. Start to pay attention to maybe where still feels tight. And it really allows you to get in touch with your body, this movement. You should start to feel how much free you feel. The movement starts to get bigger, the range is better. Okay. So we're going to do another extension exercise. So this, you come into child's pose, yoga pose, Now, what I like to do is get people to, instead of just tucking down and putting the head on the floor, what I want you to do is sit the hips a little wider, knees a little wider, and you're going to really try and push your chest down to the floor. If this is too uncomfortable for your shoulders, you may bend the arms, maybe bring them down to your sides if having them above high is uncomfortable. And you're going to really just try and let your chest sink down to the floor. Again, taking nice deep breaths. If this feels like it's stressing through your neck, you can put your forehead on the floor, maybe have a block, maybe rest the chin on the floor and hold. Just allow gravity to do some of the work, your body to become heavy. Now, if you find this movement very easy, there's a slight advanced one, which I believe is called puppy pose. So you stay on your knees, feet relax, and then instead of pushing all the way back down, you're going to keep the knees bent, and from here, you're going to stretch down, allowing your chin to rest on the mat, or maybe your forehead. Again, you can bend the arms. And you're just going to take some nice deep breaths. Really allowing your chest to sink down to the floor and hold for maybe 30 seconds. So we're going to do another rotation exercise. So you come onto all fours and you're going to slightly position the hips backwards. If this feels like a strain, you can sit the whole way backwards, but here is the ideal position. Place one hand in the middle of the mat, so it's right underneath your chest, and then you can either have hand on head or loose arm, whichever feels better. So you're going to rotate in one way, and then again as you breathe out, rotate. Having the hips in this position stops your hips from rotating too, so it really focuses that movement on the thoracic spine. And again, as each breath out, each repetition, you should be able to come a little bit deeper, move a little bit further. And I'll just show from this angle. So if you were to have a long arm, you reach the arm through, and then you bring the arm up, and you reach the arm through, bring the arm up. So you may want to try 20 repetitions on each side. Really getting that movement coming through the middle of the spine. Focusing on taking nice deep breaths as you go.